Hello. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a good week this past week. I am currently planning my hobonichi weeks, the week of the 27th. I am going in for a red theme this week. Unfortunately, I don't have a red liner that I use, the mild liner, so I am going to use my Prisma color pencil to draw out the border. I'm also adding some clips here. I like this jar of clips that I have. Just to hold the ends. Okay. I hope I'm in focus. Yes. I have to say the past week was very hectic for me. I scheduled way too many things on my calendar, and yeah, it was a busy week, and I enjoyed that. I especially enjoyed the time with friends and family, but I had too many things going on. And I had also signed up for a art workshop, which was super early in the morning because of the time difference and what have you. So I struggled with that a little bit as well. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to get ready for my 5:30 class in the morning. So I am not going to be signing up for something like that. And I thought it was for 4 days, but it was for the entire week. It was a 7-day. I don't know how I missed that on the schedule. It was a 7-day class or workshop. It's just for an hour, but it got me all tired. And that shows on my sleep score as well. So and I had planned some get-togethers with friends. I had a busy work week as well. So yeah, overall it was quite hectic. I love this red. Sometimes when I don't have all the colors, I don't have all the colors on my liners, so I end up using what I have. And I'm going to be struggling a little bit. I'm also planning to change the layout, especially for my habit tracking. So yeah, I'm going to figure that out as I go. I want to say I'm going to just color this first section. I'm just going to freehand it. The top section, I mean. Just like to do that. Also, I have made a review of how the past week went in my Instagram account. Just reviewing the habit tracker, how did I do in all those areas, as well as how my week went overall. So, yeah. This might be a longer video than planned, so please bear with me. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the trackers first because I'm a bit anxious about that. So let me get my template here. So what I'm planning to do is I am planning to track a couple things for the habit tracker. So I'm just going to use my red pencil again here. Just couple habits here on top that I want to track separately. Maybe do it this way. Yeah. So that's for my habits. I want to use my Tombow. So here I'm going to keep it to reading, and then floss. And I'm gonna just do just tiny circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's the first part of it. And I want to say, I think there'll be some space here that's wasted, but I'm going to be tracking my workout and my sleep here in this section. And then somewhere in the middle, I'm going to do my current read section. And then in the bottom here, I want to track water and mood separately. And then this week, I'm planning to track my eating, just what I eat throughout the day. I'm just going to plan to track that. I am not doing the gratitude here in my hobonichi weeks, but I have another journal that I plan to use for my daily gratitude. So this is pretty much, this section will be just habit tracking for me. So that being said, how do I want to do the gym and the sleep? Let's go ahead and use this here. Go with the red again. And then I'm just going to eyeball the center. not quite centered, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just gonna call this Jim. And then my sleep. So for these sections, I'm gonna give it a lot of space. So what I plan to do is use these stamps for circles. I'm not very confident about these. I'm still learning how to use it, but I'm gonna go ahead and use these for the days. There you go. This is where I get a bit challenged. It's not all aligned, so maybe use the scale. Okay, that is definitely not aligned. Just didn't like how it came out. But I'm going to, I don't use this very much, the Copic markers, because it's gonna bleed on the other side. But I'm just gonna lightly, very lightly color the circles here. Such a beautiful red. I'm just gonna just note the date, not the date, sorry, the days here. Such a beautiful red. Just love this absolutely. As you can see, oh my gosh, look at the, I'm not impressed with that. I knew it, but that's okay. I'll have to just manage that for my next week. I'm going to use my Tombow again. Okay, so not sure if you can see. It's not very clear. Yeah, this is a bit dark, and then even with this, I don't think it shows very clearly on the video, but I can see it. So I'm gonna just track my workouts here and then my sleep score here. That's what I'm gonna do. And for water and mood, how do I want to do that? Let me think here. I want to probably use this section. Just use this section here. Just this much, the width of my scale, and then the meals tracker or the food tracker just right below that. So I'm going to go horizontally. Actually, I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to use my color pencil. I usually leave this one block here on one end, actually on each ends, but I went over a little bit for the sleep section. That's all right. We live and learn. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm just eyeballing this. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to use the Tombow again. And so I'm just gonna also add the mood section here. Leave a little gap. Oh, I love these circles. Why didn't I see these before? Okay, I'm going to use that. Let's go ahead and use that. These are small. As you know, I color my water, and I have this keys, if you will, I created for mood. So I've color coded my mood, the top ones. So I'm going to be using that for tracking mood. So here it is. I'm just going to use my regular pen. Shall we do water first? Yeah. Water. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and do mood. The same circles, the template I mean. Okay, so that's that. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space here to track my meal. I need to sort of rework my template for next time. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and do the current reading. I'm gonna use this. My current read. That's a nice banner. Okay, so I'm still thinking about here. Do I want to just keep the gratitude going here, or somehow do a meal tracker? Let's try the meal tracker. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a, don't need such a big one, or even this small one is fine, template or the block. Um, let's go with red, and I'm just gonna try. I'll see how it goes. Neil. And I'm gonna use these circles. Let's just go vertically. Let's do it again. I'm going to use up all the space here, so might not add a I just don't have space to add a washi here. That's okay. That is how this is looking so far. For my washi, just gonna use this. I don't have a red washi. Yeah, I don't. So I just have to make do with this. So, ooh, very tricky. No, I'm not gonna use anything there. Okay, let's read what we have for the message here for the week of the 27th. No matter how hard you have been working on something, you shouldn't hesitate to make changes midway through if you realize it's no good. Never ever think of this as a waste. Ugh, that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. Oops. Making changes midway. With my template and sort of having that struggle, but that's okay. That is all right. I might add washi up here just to balance it out. Just to come a bit lower. Okay. The struggle is real today, you guys. I'm a very clumsy person sometimes. That's kind of how we have it. Adjusting the video along the way. Okay, that's kind of how I have it. Let's go ahead and do the weather. I'm going to use this section here for weather, but before that I just want to go ahead and start putting all the things I have going this week on my agenda here. So I'm going to use the red one for important events, and then I will use my yellow mile liner for anything that's fun. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. What do I have Monday? Nothing much. No classes, no workshops, just work. I work 4 days a week. Those are my really busy days. We have July 4th, which is Independence Day here, so I have family visiting. Well, I could have done that in yellow, so I'll do the July 4th in red. And then I also want to be more organized when I am putting these templates here, because this one, oh my gosh, it was all over the place. So I want to avoid that as much as possible. Family visiting. They're with us till the 5th. That's pretty much what's going on. And I also want to add a little something special for July 4th with stickers and what have you. I'm just writing July 4th. Let's go ahead and do Independence Day. Okay. Do I have anything else this next week? I don't think so. I think it's just these two events. I cannot think of any at the moment. Yeah, cannot think of any at the moment. So that's that. What do we use for? I want to use some stamps before we move on to stickers. I definitely want to use and I track my, oh, I know what I have. I have missed one appointment, very important one. Just to track my weight. I have missed my doggy's appointment. We have to go to the vet this Thursday. And looking for my red pencil. And I have that stamp that I use. And it takes a while to dry. I have not I didn't realize that. So that's something I have to be mindful of. Let's see, what do we have? I'm gonna use the star here. I'm gonna use this for Independence Day, and I'm going to color it with red, blue, and white. Since I don't have my liner for here, I'm just gonna leave the other star blank, or let me look at my pencil stash here. That's like a lighter, like white, light gray. I don't have anything. Nope. I have this, but no, that doesn't make sense. Let me try here. I could probably use that. It's not bad actually. It's not quite white, but I mean, even if I did white, it wouldn't show. So I'm just going to keep it to that. Appointment, I got that in. What else? I think we can move on to stickers. Before that, let's just go ahead and do the weather. It seems sunny all week, but the temperature for some reason is mild in terms of how it is usually here. Ooh, this is pretty tight there. That's okay. I just cleaned the stamp by stamping it several times on the, like the post-it. I'm going to use this for current read. That is so cute. I have these stamps and a bunch of these. I never use the mood. It's okay. Not a big fan. But I have weather, workout, and some travel, and yeah, combination. I want to say birthday, travel, weight, the paw. Use most of those. Let's go ahead and write the weather. So 43, 70 high. You know what I mean? It's not cloudy, but it's not like the summer hot weather that we have here. It's usually in the high 80s to the low of 90s. 57, 87. Eight, 88, and then about the same on Sunday. Oh, degrees. Okay, that's what we have so far. I'm gonna close this because I don't need this anymore. Sometimes I put my hand on it, which I don't want to do. You know what I mean? So I'm going back to my sticker book, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can show you the the book fully. I don't think I was able to do that very well last time. Put that away. So I'm thinking something nice here for the corner, and then something here, and a little small ones here where I have space. So I think a medium-sized one can go here. So let's see on this side as well. So since it's a red theme, this is the book, sticker book, and it's flowers mainly. That's all I have for stickers. And I love the quotes. I probably say that every time I open this book. I don't want anything too big. Something small. I can definitely use some green. This is what is going to take the longest time, I bet, to choose my stickers. Where are my reds? That's too big. Though it's red, it's too big. Okay, gonna definitely go with this. Gotta be careful. Let's bring my book here, hobonichi. And where do I want this? Not here. I could probably use a bigger one here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Oops, I can cut that up. I'm gonna cut that up from the back. Yeah, I think that's fine. This is very pretty as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. That's such a beautiful blue. I still haven't found a big one for this corner. Lot of reds here. Red maroon combo. I really like this. That can go there. That is super cute, you guys. I apologize. This is a long video today. I like that, but not too sure. Like this one. Gotta be careful. I want something for here. That is very cute. Do I have a spot for that? I think so. That's nice. I probably will do that for the 4th of July. This could go, I guess, here. And I wanted to do this one for the 4th of July. How do I place it? Let's think a second here. Oops, no. Okay. Still waiting for the right sticker to be found for the corner of hobonichi. Something like this in red would have been so nice. Can go with this one, but let's come back, see if there's any more stickers. Oh, these are so big. These are so big. I like that leaf a lot. I probably can use this one, or no, I really like this one. It's going to be so hard to peel, I think. Okay, not bad. I'm going to use that here. Leaf is okay. Green is okay. I'm okay with that. Some greenery is always nice. That's so pretty as well. Can I use that? I think so. I have so much space here. I know there are so many content creators that do such a great job of setting up their hobonichi weeks. I am not there yet, to be honest. Shall we do this? I know it's not quite red, but sort of in that category, I feel. This blue is so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, do you see this? How beautiful. Pink. I know I'm just browsing through these so quickly. I apologize. I guess we go back to the early spread here. This section, and I just have to make a decision. I'm gonna hold that spot. That is really nice. But I don't think that's red, that's pink, in my opinion. Okay. Enough of this. Let's come back here. and just pick one. How about, that's too big. The flower is so big. It's really nice. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this. Yeah, I do have to be mindful of the space I need for meal tracking, which I'm doing that for, I want to say for the very first time. That's what I have so far, and I think I just have to adjust this, put this away. This is what I have for this week. And I have to also do the monthly spread at some point. This is it. Okay. We shall see how that goes. There you go. So I used yellow. Just gonna put the colors I used, and then I used this red marker. Wasn't a good decision on my part. Use this red Prismacolor a lot. I used my Pentel. This is 0.5. I use this a lot. This is blue, as you can see. Used my stamps a lot, and I used this washi. That's the closest to red I have. That's it. Those are the colors I used for my red theme. All right, you guys, this is a super long video. I apologize. I will see you next week and hope you have a great week ahead. Take care. Thank you. Bye.